Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. I thought I'd do a different one today in that I'm using this different camera. Hopefully you guys like it. It's a lot higher quality. So a lot of people ask me questions about a couple of the replicas that I have, a couple of the builds that I've done. And this is one of them. And so I thought with this camera, I could give you guys a bit more of a close up, have a look at it, what it is like. I'll talk it through very quickly in terms of where the build is at. I've got other videos that you can go back to on the channel and look at the build through its stages in more detail. And then I'm just going to show you what it's like to actually cock the cock the replica. This is airsoft, it's not real. And then actually shoot it and kind of what the bolt action is like. And so if you guys are thinking of buying one, hopefully that will be valuable. So this is the first one I'm going to do, which is my TOXICANT XM5. This is the second one I'm going to do, which is my APFG Spear LT. So we'll start with the one that I get more questions on for sure, the TOXICANT XM5. Now, this is a $1,600 replica. It's incredibly expensive. It uses proprietary mags, which are off the kind of 6.8 caliber US Forces round that is now going to be used. So it is a bigger round if you compare that to a regular 5.56 mag, which is what is currently used as like the NATO standard round. This thing is very, very cool. It is being changed quite a lot from where I first got it. Main body is the same, the handrail is the same. This is their 9-inch version. I have had questions from people in the comments saying, hey, which length should I go for? And I would say this is 9 inches, or their 9.5 inch, which is their smallest model. The Mark 18 is slightly smaller, but basically this is kind of the smallest one. So if you are thinking of going for their 14-inch, it's going to be quite long. And this is obviously with a suppressor on it. Without a suppressor, you know, it's more compact, but it's a chunky, heavy thing. So just know that kind of when you are going to buy it, that it's going to come up big, as they would say. So I've got this. I've actually put an inner barrel in it. It doesn't come with an inner barrel. I've put a different hop rubber in here, a different hop nub in here. I actually need to change this out, which is a hop adjuster. They sent it with this one, which is fine, but actually it gets in the way if you're adjusting the hop and you've got a suppressor on. So they've changed it, and I actually need to do a video very shortly where I will change this out. So if you'd like to see that, hit subscribe. But the furniture that I've done on it, I put this Magpul stock on here, which I really love. It's their new design, and I think it fits this build really well. It is a folding stock, so obviously it is going to come out a little bit where you're looking at it there, but I think it actually works really well with this build, and I think it looks very cool at that length. For me, that's perfect length. Obviously, I can adjust this if I want to, but for me, this actually works really well. I've changed out the grip. This again is Magpul. This is a K2 Plus grip. I put this on most things, as you can see with my other replica right here. Love the size of it, love the texture of it, love the angle of it. It's really, really great. The mags are all proprietary. They're around $60 to $70 a mag if you can get hold of them. Right now, it is very hard to find one of these. If you're buying it in the US, you need to import it. And the mags only work for this. So it's an MWS system, but realistically, it's its own system because you're not using anything that really is part of MWS. Z-plate maybe, it's the only kind of similar thing. This is again, Magpul foregrip. It's the MVG. It's kind of like a stubby little foregrip. I actually really like this, mainly because where it kind of places my hand. I don't normally hold it like this and use the actual replica in this way, but I will kind of just tuck my hand in here, and that allows me to rest on top here, which is my Unity Tactical Axon switch. Now that Axon switch is a dual lead, so it will go into 2 different locations, and you can probably see here, I have 2 different locations. I have number 1, my Surefire flashlight right here, and then I also have a Somogear PEC box unit, which is another thing which I'm going to attach, which I've got it attached to with a crane mount. No, it's a crane plug. So what that means is that I can actually just with this button, I don't really want to shine it in the camera, but you can see here I have a green laser coming out of here. And then with this upper button right here, I can actually do both my green laser and my flashlight. If I only half push it, it's going to do like intermittent. If I push it in and hold it, it's going to be gone. But that means that with that one thumb, I've basically got the ability to either use laser or use laser and flashlight, which I think is excellent. And I like this setup. I've done it on a few of my others, like my Mark 18. So that's a real Surefire. It's expensive. I have a lens protector on it. This is the Somogear. These are about $290, I think. This has got an IR flashlight as well as a laser. I can switch this over so that it does the IR flashlight with the laser. This also can do IR, so actually this model can't do IR, but I have another one which can. So I could do double IR flashlight with an IR laser if I'm using nods. I have actually got a PTS Sandman suppressor on here, dead air Sandman suppressor. These are very, very cool. You can use this as a tracer unit, which is what I will use it as. And this is one of their kind of SIG style flash hiders right here. So it's got the lug points. You can kind of see there, it will strip straight on. This, I actually do not use the tracer that comes with it. I have a, I was just charging it right now, but this is a Smokey Wolf suppressor, and that just basically slips straight in there when I'm not charging it. And that will basically give off smoke as well as the effect of the tracer, which I think is very, very cool. Now, the very cool thing, which is different, is for most people is this charging handle. You do have a rear charging handle like you would on a regular AR, but you also do have this. So if I have the ambidextrous release, I can hit the bolt release there, and then I can use this instead to charge the bolt. Obviously, it is an empty mag at the moment, so you can see that that bolt lock is happening, and that actually slammed closed. So let's see if that's going to do that again. No. And then I can release the bolt and I can remove the action. So what I'm going to do, guys, with this one quickly is just show you what it is like when I fire it, how it looks. I have two mags here that I'm going to go through. I'm just going to keep it here so you guys can have a look. If you want to slow it down, etc., feel free to do that. And then I'm going to quickly go over the APFG, and then that is going to be this video. I hope you like this style of video because I'm quite enjoying making it. So do let me know if you want to see more of them. But this is the TOXICANT XM5 dual selector. So what I'm going to do is take a mag which actually has BBs in it. This is got green gas, and I believe these are just 0.25 tracer BBs. They don't really, I haven't got a tracer unit in here, and they do not, it doesn't really match about the weight, but normally I would run a lot heavier things in them. Sorry, I forgot to talk about this. This is a Romeo 8T red dot, and this is a Juliet 3 micro magnifier. So that's like a 3x magnifier. I don't know if I can show you that here, guys. It's probably not going to show up in that way. But basically that's a magnifier. I have a little tube here that I can push, and that will bring that out the way. So that is what it ends up looking like. And then I can just throw this over if I need more of a zoom. So those are expensive. I think about $700 and about $300, just so you know the price. I think the build looks really cool. But you may agree, you may not. Okay, guys, so this is what it is like firing. To charge it, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to put it on safe, and then I am going to show you guys what the bolt reciprocation looks like. I'll try and give you guys the best look that I can. So this is what it looks like firing. So that's in semi, full auto. And that actually did not finish. It's the last BB there. So it actually didn't finish that mag. I'm not sure that I filled that up fully. But what we will do is just bolt lock this quickly. And then I'll put this other one in. Release. Go back onto semi. Okay, and that got bolt locked. So you can see that that actually is how it should work. That first mag, I think, just did not have enough gas in it. So that's my TOXICANT XM5. If you have any questions on the build or on the actual replica, let me know. But it's expensive, and it's a lot more expensive now I've done the build. So moving on to this. This is probably, in terms of a lightweight replica, one of my favorites. It's a lot cheaper. It's about $550 out of the box. And I've actually just done similar upgrades in this. I've done an inner barrel, I've done a hop rubber, hop nub, and that probably is about it. It's again from the SIG family. This is more your civilian version, where it is the 5.56 model and not the 6.8 model that is, which is going to be your military style version. It's the kind of newer modern version of the SIG, kind of that MCX. Instead of their Virtus, it's their more modern design. In terms of what I've done to this, this stock actually came with it and I really love it. Again, it's a folding stock, so it will fold right there. And for me, the length of this, it'll lock in place. You can actually like pull it hard and it will come out. For me, the length of this is perfect. Like it just sits in my shoulder. It's not adjustable. So I think some people would not like that and they may think, you know what, I'd rather have something that is adjustable, but I love how lightweight it is. This thing weighs considerably less than that one does. This basically is built by VFC, so it's the VFC gas system in here, but it's under the name APFG. It is really well built. Does not come with trades normally. You can see here I've got the SIG trades on here. That is because I bought it from Octagon Airsoft, and you can have those trades put on there. I put a real SIG cheek riser kind of pad on here. That's real. This is a real SIG LPVO, which is amazing. I have to say it illuminates red. It has this throw lever on here where I can just push that from 1 all the way to 6. And like the clarity on it is awesome. I was never really an LPVO guy, but I really am a convert to it. This mount here is a PTS mount, which is about $120. It's a copy, I think, of the Unity Tactical mount. And it has the option as well to put a side-loaded red dot on there. So I have this side load here, and this is from Viridian. So that's a little red dot right there. I have to say, like, if I'm using this outdoors, then this is how I'm using it. If I want to use it indoors, I can just flick it, and then I'm going from red dot to red dot, LPVO to red dot, and then it's kind of just a lot better, easier, closer range, even though the clarity on this, even with 2 eyes open, really does work. That is probably about it that I've done on here. Oh, sorry, this is a Unity Tactical, like front, I think it's an MVG they call it. Is it an MVG? Something like that. Vertical front grip or something like that. But it is their little mini stubby foregrip. Again, for me, it's just very comfortable. I like to keep this build a lot more lightweight. I think it's just very, very easy to throw around, especially after I've just picked that up. This thing just feels really easy. Shoots great, super snappy. Rate of fire, which I'll show you in a second, is really, really good. Does not have your charging handle here like you do on the XM5, but you do have ambidextrous release like you would on anything. Trigger on this is great. It is tunable on that TOXICANT, where I don't think it is here, but the VFC system triggers, I just love them. I've also got a Magpul sling mount here, which just goes onto your Picatinny rail. I like to have my slings mounted pretty close, so that's where I go with that. And again, there's the K2 Plus from Magpul. So a lot of Magpul stuff today. Anyway, I'll show you guys what this one shoots like. I've only got 1 mag for this, so I'm gonna quickly just show you what that is like, but it is very much your AR controls, this one, similar to the XM5, but slightly different. I'm just gonna remove that right there. I'm gonna put in the fresh mag, making sure we've got nothing in it. Yep. So I'm gonna put the fresh mag in, I'm gonna cock it, I'm gonna put it on safe, and then I'm gonna show you semi. And then this is full auto. And that's bolt lock right there. So you can see the rate of fire on that's quite a bit quicker. It's in airsoft, like I think performance-wise, they're gonna be very similar. That's got a lot bigger bolt in it. So it is gonna kick a bit harder, but this thing is super snappy. I really like it. It's about 1/3 of the price. So hopefully, guys, that gives you an overview of these 2 replicas. As I said, if you like this style of video where I'm doing like a more up close and personal, just talk through and look as opposed to doing an overview, please do let me know. And if you have any questions about these 2 in particular, I'd love to know that as well. Also, if there's another replica you'd like me to do this with, please put that down and I'll get on that ASAP. Thank you guys so much. If you'd like, subscribe, make a comment, do a member joining, that'd be awesome. See you soon. Bye.